welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Murray's give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Down, Arizona.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1. They go option right on second and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Giants nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Carry now for Jordan Howard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack things.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Daniel Jones.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback.
And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and forever. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 87 yards, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
31-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down back.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 5. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Cardinals
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown,
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score Cardinals 28, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's tackled at
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check, 59. Hey, man, watch the boot. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Griffin.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, Slayton. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
44-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones out to the right here to Shepard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete.
Jones.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Cardinals 35, Giants nothing. Jones
now throwing on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. That ball complete to Isabella. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete to
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Xavier McKinney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult, but guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
brings up
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Three down, three down. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and